Greetings, everyone. Welcome to The Rich Rabbit. Lamborghini, founded in 1963, has developed a persona no other car brand has. And with nearly 6 decades of boundary-pushing design and engineering, what is the best Lamborghini? Picking a brand's best products is no easy feat, of course. After all, how does one even describe what makes a car the greatest? Are we talking about the most powerful, the prettiest, or simply the cars that push the envelope the furthest? In Lamborghini's case, we're using greatest to mean the cars that had the biggest impact, not just on the world of supercars, but the automaker itself. Tuck in. Here are the 6 greatest Lamborghini cars ever made. Number 6, the Huracan. The first one on our list, we have the Huracan, or Hurricane, as you may have already guessed. The Huracan is a different type of Lamborghini, not just a car for cruising around Beverly Hills, but it delivers an unparalleled sports car experience. It unites mighty performance with a character perfectly suited for everyday use. Its wide-ranging new technologies work together in a fully integrated fashion. Thanks to its 610 horsepower output at 8,250 RPM, quick-shifting dual-clutch gearbox, and electronically controlled all-wheel drive system, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds, and a top speed in excess of 202 miles per hour. Stephen Winkleman, president and CEO of Lamborghini, said, "With the Huracan, Lamborghini is writing the next chapter in its great history." The outgoing model served Lamborghini very well, selling an un-supercar-like 14,022 examples over the course of a decade. It evolved quite a bit along the way, moving from somewhat clunky, understeer-prone entry-level Lambo to a lighter, more powerful, and considerably more dynamic animal. There are different variants of this car, and the price ranges from just under $200,000 to $274,000. Comment if you would like to own one of these Hurricanes. Number 5, the Diablo. In June 1985, automobile Lamborghini decided it was time to start thinking about a replacement for their legendary Koontak. It would take the Lamborghini development team another 5 years to complete the new supercar, the Diablo. The name Diablo means devil in Spanish. When the Diablo was finally unveiled in 1990, this beast had a top speed of 202 miles per hour. Not only was it significant for surpassing the Koontak, but it also marked the first time a production car had ever had a top speed over 200 miles per hour. When it comes to acceleration, the standard Diablo was capable of going from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds. This was another impressive milestone at the time. The Lamborghini Diablo saw many different variants over its 11-year life cycle. However, that first model, which was able to get over the 200-mile-an-hour mark, was quite mesmerizing. It employed a 5.7-liter V12 that was capable of producing 485 horsepower and 428 pound-feet of torque. Also, it was a rear-wheel drive model. Owners started taking delivery of this ultimate Lamborghini in June of 1990, exactly 5 years after the start of the project, and the Diablo sold well. It showed up in various test reports all over the world, always with great success. A few faults were, however, still there: the heavy steering and the same heavy operation of the clutch, 2 problems that always were present on Lamborghinis. The main directive for the Diablo was simple: its top speed had to be at least 315 kilometers per hour. Work started in 1985, and the company made its biggest investment yet in a new platform. Marcello Gondini was the right person to design the Diablo. The Diablo received a modified V12 engine, still with 4 valves per cylinder, but now with a displacement of 5.7 liters and a newly developed multi-point fuel injection system. This new supercar was wide, low, and futuristic. The Diablo was produced between 1990 and 2001 and sold almost 3,000 units. Number 4, the Veneno. According to Lamborghini, the Veneno is named after one of the strongest and most aggressive bullfighters ever. The Veneno guarantees a performance that is nothing short of mind-blowing. Built on an Aventador running gear to celebrate Lambo's 50th anniversary, the Lamborghini Veneno is consistently focused on optimum aerodynamics and cornering stability, giving the vehicle the authentic dynamic experience of a racing prototype. Power comes from the incredible L539 6.5-liter V12 engine, upgraded here to produce 740 horsepower. With a top speed of 220 miles per hour, the ability to go 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, and a braking speed of 60 to 0 in just 98 feet. The Veneno can pull up and be gone in less time than it takes it for you to pick your jaw up off the ground. The Veneno is fitted with a Pirelli P0 tires on 20-inch wheels up front and 22-inch wheels in the rear. Center locking hubs allow for quicker changes. The interior is largely carried over from the Aventador and is clad in carbon fiber. For those that missed out on the 3 hardtop versions, Lamborghini also created a handful of roadster variants. In 2014, the Lamborghini unveiled the Veneno Roadster on the Italian naval aircraft carrier Cavour, docked in Abu Dhabi's Mina Zayed port, which was later sold for a staggering sale price of $4.5 million. Comment if you would like to own one of the Venenos. Number 3. Sesto Elemento. With only 20 in existence, the Sesto Elemento is what one would call a limited edition car. The name, which means sixth element in English, is a reference to the large amounts of carbon fiber used in the creation of this vehicle. From the body down to the suspension, this Lamborghini is almost entirely made of the lightweight substance, meaning its weight is substantially lower than previous supercars. This translates into the ability to accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. When Sesto Elemento was first announced, it had a price of $2.2 million. However, an online ad reportedly asked for $4.5 million for one of these special editions in 2017. The CEO Winkleman refers to the Sesto Elemento as a technological demonstrator. It is a design study and moves the machismo and materialism of 2007's million euro Revention special into a new space. The Sesto Elemento consists almost entirely of carbon fiber and weighs just 999 kilograms. Given that it runs on Gallardo's Superleggera's powertrain, direct injection 5.2-liter V10 four-wheel drive, and all, this is a seriously impressive figure, a thumping 341 kilograms less than the current Superleggera's dry weight. Comment if you'd like to own one of these limited edition Lamborghinis. Number 2. The Koontak. Koontak is a unique car because of its shape, angles, and scissor doors. The first prototype debuted at the Geneva Motor Show in 1971. Time stopped, the world gawked, and orders flooded in. Lamborghini Koontak was named after a workman who was making the locks for the car and was first introduced in 1974, and it made an exclusive impression as it was one of the most bombastic wedge-shaped supercars ever produced. The early versions of the Lamborghini Koontak were equipped with a 3.9-liter V12 engine. By 1982, the cubic inch displacement for the Lamborghini Koontak LP500S V12 was 4.8 liters, and maximum output was estimated to be 375 horsepower in the base model. In 1985, the Lamborghini Koontak LP5000 Quattro Valvole was born. It featured 4 valves per cylinder in a 5.2-liter package capable of producing 449 horsepower at 7,000 RPM. With its enormous V12 engine, the car is able to reach speeds of up to 185 miles per hour. Comment if you'd like to own this supercar. Number 1. The Miura. On number 1, we have the most iconic Lamborghini ever, the Miura. This supercar was responsible for the popularity of the mid-engine configuration. It was first produced in 1966, and it lasted its production till the year 1973. These are the major series of all times: the P400, the P400S, the P400SV, the Giotto prototype, the SVJ factory upgrades roadster concept. Regarded as one of the world's first supercars, the Miura was a pioneer in the field of high-performance automotive manufacturing. The stylish coupe made waves for being the first supercar to have a 2-seat layout and mid-engine design, which means that the engine rests between the rear and front axles. This in turn gave the Miura fantastic handling and a top speed of 171 miles per hour. However, what truly sets this car apart is its sleek rocket design. Due to the fact that only 764 were ever built, if you ever happen to come across one, be sure to ask if you can take it for a test drive. If you want to own this one-of-a-kind Miura, prepare to empty your bank account. Today, the price tag sits at $3.2 million USD. The Italian supercar manufacturer has only been building cars since 1963, but in that short 57-year period, its impact has exceeded that of automakers that have been around nearly twice as long. Lambos have just the right level of insanity so that people can actually drive them without bits of their bodies falling off, but they still bring the staggering power and planet-shocking looks that make your jaw slam into the ground every time one pulls up next to you at the traffic light and makes noises. No design is too wild, and no amount of power is too much. If you're given a chance to own one of these beauties, which one would it be? Will you choose the classy Lambo or the classic Lambo? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also hit the bell icon so that you get notifications whenever we post a new video.